What's going on, guys? It's Corey from Lion Dads. I help my fellow dads get back in shape and get healthy with a carnivore diet and back to basics exercise. And today I'm going to go over a question that I get asked about almost constantly. And that is, how do you do this diet while eating out at restaurants and like fast food places? So I'm always the first person to tell you that I think that making your own food is the best way to go about it, no matter what diet or lifestyle you're living. It's the only way to make sure you're getting in all the stuff you need. You know, you control everything from the ingredients to what the food's cooked in to how it's prepared to your liking. And if you master home cooking, it really takes your lifestyle to the next level, and you'll see incredible progress that way. You know, unfortunately, as dads, we're all busy as hell, right? We have jobs, we have kids' sports, some of us have hobbies. We all should have hobbies. Like, get yourself a hobby, seriously. We have family responsibilities, projects around the house, buddies to hang out with now and then, and we're always on the go. And after all that, you know, sometimes we just want to come home and like chill the fuck out, right? So life gets in the way, and not all of us have time to like whip up a gourmet meal, or maybe your wife or significant other or whatever your situation is, you know, maybe they work too. So you guys as a family just don't get to cook all these meals and stuff. And I'll show you in a future video why that's a bullshit excuse, but we'll save that for another time and we'll stay on subject. So with our busy lives, sometimes eating out's almost inevitable. I mean, like, this service has existed for a long time for a reason, right? People have needed the ability to find food when they're on the go. They're too busy to cook. They want to go eat and relax with each other without the responsibility of cooking for themselves. And now we have standardized like chain restaurants all over the country, even the world in many cases, a bunch of which are fast food joints where you can get your meals in under like 5 to 10 minutes. And they taste good, you know, and you know what you get when you're getting them, and there's all that goes into it. So unfortunately, going the carnivore route and wanting to be strict and stick to it, it can make going out to eat tough, I'm not going to lie. And as I say on here all the time, we're all kind of the outliers in the diet space, you know, or the outlaws as I refer to us carnivores. You know, we go against all the social norms. We eat in a way that kind of gets us the side eye from a lot of people, you know, when we ask for, you know, certain food accommodations and stuff like that. And it's pretty much just the way it is for us. So like, if you go to a restaurant, let's say Chili's or Applebee's or any other of your generic run-of-the-mill standard American diet food chains, you know, they have accommodations for certain groups, right? Like, you'll see a whole portion of the menu that is like, it's like vegan friendly because it fits the societal programming narrative and stuff. Or you see like the gluten-free options and all that stuff. You're not going to see a section of their menu that says carnivore friendly or keto friendly usually, right? There just isn't a section that allows me to pick a bunch of meats a la carte. You know, you have to kind of ride with what's on the menu and do the best you can. It is what it is. So you have to make do with what you have and don't expect them to make any accommodations. So for example, when I first started, I went to Texas Roadhouse, you know, before I knew how to like hack their menu and work around it, before I knew anything really. And I ordered a prime rib and told them that I didn't want any sides. You know, and at first they kind of argued with me about it and tried telling me I have to get sides and all this kind of BS. And when I was adamant that I wouldn't eat or couldn't eat the sides, they were very clear that too bad, you're going to be paying for them anyway, whether we bring them or not. And that's just something that I, you know, as a carnivore diet, you know, animal-based, I had to accept it. You have to accept that. And good luck telling them that you can't eat seed oil, so you need your steak cooked in like butter or animal fat. Their eyes just kind of like glaze over because they can't wrap their head around it. They don't actually give a crap anyway. You're just going to have to deal with it. And like, that's the other thing about eating at chain restaurants. You know, they cook most of their foods in canola oil or soybean oil, sunflower oil, and all these other like poison-ass engine lubricants passing as like cooking oil these days because it's cheap. You know, and these places they're all about the bottom line, right? That's what it's all about. No way in hell are they going to cook your food in expensive ass butter or tallow if they don't have to. You're going to eat your seed oil poison and shut the fuck up, basically. So as you can see, like I hate eating at chain establishments. You know, there are some that are more accommodating than others, and you always have the option to call ahead or like look online and see if they have 100% beef patties, or, you know, if they cook their stuff in their own fat or whatever. But you just kind of have to use your best judgment. So let's say you have to go to one and they want you to eat the sides. So here's what I'll do, or what to do. And this is a hack that I think I learned on YouTube from, I think Laura Spath was the one that I learned it from. So I get a salad, like a loaded up house salad with like the eggs and all the stuff on it. And then I order the salad and I tell them, hold all the vegetables. So what you basically get is a bowl of eggs, cheese, and bacon. And then I get a loaded baked potato as well if there's a second side. And I just tell them to hold the potato. And I get the butter, the cheese, sour cream, and I get more bacon. And I make sure I tell them I want both at the same time. And I mix all that stuff together. And there, boom, you have like this bomb-ass egg salad to go with your steak. And it's super filling. It's crazy awesome. So anywhere I go, if I can, that's how I do it. And at the end of the day, you just have to use your best judgment. And, oh yeah, like another caveat is stay the hell away from like dressings and sauces and crap. All that stuff is just pure soybean oil and a bunch of crap that you won't be able to pronounce. It's not food. It'll only hurt you. So seriously, stay the hell away from that stuff. All right, so now we'll move on to like fast food. You'll absolutely be shocked to hear that I think fast food's the way to go when eating out over like your chain restaurants, Applebee's and Chili's and stuff. I've done a lot of like research online and in the restaurant themselves to find out like what the burgers are, how they're prepared, and so on and so forth. And for the most part, I was pleased to find out most of the patties in most places are 100% ground beef, and you can order them a la carte. And this means I can go to McDonald's, which yes is 100% ground beef cooked in their own fat, and I just get like 6 patties and I'm good to go. And it's cheap as hell to boot. So fast food is a fantastic option for us carnivores. Just make sure you don't go to BK and accidentally order a Beyond Patty or something like that. I think the only fast food place that I found near me anyway that had like a bunch of fillers and crap in their patties was Jack in the Box. So I don't eat there at all anymore. You can look, it's like right on their website that they fill their meat with like soybean oils and a bunch of other crap. So if you like Jack in the Box, eat there at your own risk. But McDonald's, Wendy's, BK, Whataburger, and In-N-Out, those are all restaurants near me that I've vetted, and they have my seal of approval. So I can go get any of these, and I can get the patties individually, and they're good to go. Getting the American cheese, that's up to you. There's a lot of conflicting information online about it. Like, so no, I know a lot of people call American cheese plastic. They're not plastic. They don't contain plastic. They do use a lot of, binding agents to hold food particles together, stuff like that. It's not all real 100% cheese. Like if you went and got a block of cheddar or something like that. So American cheese is highly processed with a whole bunch of additives. And if you feel a certain way about that, that's totally fine. Obviously don't eat it. Most of the places you go, their American cheese doesn't contain a lot of seed oil, soy, or anything like that either. Some places do, I will say that, but you can look online typically and find that kind of stuff out. Just look and see if you can find the nutrition facts. But I try to avoid American cheese if I can. I just don't really like it. I do get Flying Dutchman from In-N-Out, which is just the patties and cheese. In fact, that's what I'm having for lunch today. And I'm pretty sensitive to seed oils and other garbage, so just a little bit usually jacks me up pretty bad. And I have no reaction from their cheese. And I eat there like seriously a couple times a week. And I still get great results, and that goes for most of these places. I just don't like the taste of American cheese, honestly, from most places, so I choose not to eat it. Just do what works for you and use your best judgment. So moving on, if I do make one recommendation, it's that you eat local. Find mom and pop places that you like and trust and stick to them over your like corporatized chain restaurants. Some of them, they get like great locally sourced ingredients anyway, and they're far more willing to accommodate you, especially if you like show up regularly. So for example, there's a restaurant right around the corner from me, small diner type place, and they let me order a steak and eggs, which usually comes with potatoes and pancakes, and they let me get an extra egg instead of the hash browns and a side of bacon over the pancakes. And they cook my meats in butter or their own fat. You know, they know that I don't eat seed oils because I've told them, and they're totally accommodating to that. And I can actually see the cooks cooking my food. The line's right there where I can see it, especially if I'm sitting at the counter. And, you know, I will say this too, especially for the mom and pop places, tipping goes a long way. You know, if you hook them up, they'll hook you up. You tell them, look, this is the way I eat. Can you help me out? Slide them a generous tip. They'll remember, and they'll hook you up every time. So for one bonus option, if you have one of these in your area, I know a lot of us are lucky enough to go to a Brazilian steakhouse. Like, you basically sit and they come around to you with a rotation of different meats, and they cut them right off onto your plate. They're on like a skewer. The one in my area has the meats cooking out in the open. You can see they aren't cooked in like seed oil goop, and you know, it all tastes amazing. And if they have something you don't want, like I think mine has like some fried fish, or it'll have like some shit, like some chicken shit with like a teriyaki soy glaze or something like that on it. You just pass on it and wait for the next round. And it gets a little pricey. You know, these places are typically really nice, but this makes a great option, and we can do that. You know, my whole family enjoys it. So that's pretty much it. Just an update on what I have going on. Some of you might have seen, I started posting some shorts just going over my meals every day. And I always get asked about what a typical day of eating is for me. So I just decided to document that in a quick video every day for you guys, kind of like a online food diary type deal. I know I say all the time that I don't care about my calories and macros, but I want to give you guys a good idea of how many calories I eat, because as I've said, I'm in a cut right now, and some days, you know, I'm eating nearly 5,000 calories, and I'm still losing weight since I'm on my cut. Like, I've lost 4 pounds in the 3 days that I've been documenting just this week. Like, I think I've got 3 videos up, and since I posted one, I've lost 4 pounds already. A lot of you guys really care about that stuff, and I want to show you that you can lose weight without starving yourself on some, you know, calorie restricted bullshit plan. And I've thoroughly enjoyed every single meal I've eaten, you know. And so if that interests you, go check those out. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I do all the calories and macros on MyFitnessPal. So that should about do it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video or you got anything out of it, you know, hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment and let me know where you guys like to eat when you go out and like what you get. And as always, there's links to Twitter and Facebook that are in the description of the video. And also, make sure you guys head over to lion-dads.com. The link is in the description as well, and you can get a hold of me on there. Just learn more about Lion Dads. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.